chosen ones, empaths. The narcissist is used to you responding, reciprocating what they say, you know, having something to say back to them. They're used to that. You done it for such a long time, didn't you? You used to, they'd say something, you'd say something back, you know, they'll give you a a problem they're dealing with, you'd fix it. Even in the heat of an argument, you know, you'd still be trying to problem solve, you'd still be trying to fix things. And it's like, they don't deserve the words that you utter out your mouth. They don't deserve it at all. They don't deserve it. So your silence destroys the narcissist to their core. It's the one thing, not the only thing, but we'll focus on this on today's video. It's the one thing that you can use to your advantage. It's like, if you're separated now, but they're reaching out with phone calls, if you just ignore them, you know, you just ignore them. Or even if you do answer the phone, you use the grey rock method, and it's a form of silent treatment. It's a form of silence, because they're used to you responding, quick with a response, quick with a fixing the issue, you know. They're used to you doing that. So if you let it fall on deaf ears and yeah, all right, okay, bye, and you just cut the call off, or even if you're able to just be silent altogether and not even answer the phone to them or respond to them on social media, this destroys them. This absolutely destroys them. They go into panic mode. When they know that you're utilizing the silent treatment method on them, they go into panic mode. They freak out. They freak. And it's like, it's something so simple, yet so effective, that you can do. Think about it. Even if they've put you through silent treatment first, even if they've put you through intensive, abusive, silent treatment first, if you pull your shit together now and say, you know what, I'm going silent on them, give it a couple of weeks, give it a month, they're going to pop out. They love it. This is the thing. You know, when they done the silent treatment on you, they love the supply you used to give them. You know, the messages, why are you not responding? I just want to talk. They loved it. They used to read them. Even if they blocked you, they would read their spam messages. They would read them. They would read them and find out what they're saying. And it reminds me, because in my court case, because I sent some messages, some emails to the narcissist, and the narcissist, my lawyer said, you enjoyed reading those, didn't you? You liked it. And he made the narcissist look like a real fool, because I just saw it on her face. She loved reading those messages from me. I didn't realize I was dealing with a narcissist at the time. I thought I was dealing with a manipulator, but I didn't know the extensive nature of a narcissist at the time. But she loved reading those messages from me. She loved it. And when I've utilized the silent treatment now, you know, even up to the recent time when they reached out to me on YouTube, and I just posted one song to them in response, a song about Narcissist that I made. They started reaching out with numerous emails, like panicking, because I said everything I needed to say in that song, and they just panicked. They just panicked. So I want you to do this to them. Even if they've gone silent on you, go silent on them back. They're still checking their phones. They're still checking their spam inbox. They're still checking all of that to see if you messaged. Trust me, the silence destroys the narcissist to their core. It's the one thing we can take away from them, because we are a fuel supply. And if you cut off their fuel supply, they die out. They decompose. If they've got another supply with them even, and they're not getting that same potent hit that they get from, a lot of these narcissists are with new supplies now, but they're actually more stimulated of reading a message from you than they are them being intimate with their new supply. Let me say that again. A lot of these narcissists are actually more stimulated of reading a message from you than they are being fully intimate with their new supply. You give them such an energy boost just from a message, right? In comparison to the narcissist being fully intimate with their new supply. And I know that's sick, and I'm not trying to trigger anyone now, but this is the facts. They would rather sit in their bathrooms at 2 a.m. in the morning and start messaging you, getting some euphoric rush. Yeah, they're too stubborn to throw their cards down on the table and just openly admit that they need you back, right? So they'll message you some bullshit and they'll say something. But trust me, these lot, they'll die out without your supply, man. They die out. They absolutely die out without your supply. The silence, if you can use the silence on them, it's the most powerful thing you can do. Because it makes them start to actually want answers from you. It makes them want to hear your voice. It makes them want to hear what you're thinking. It makes them want to hear what's in your mind. It makes them inquisitive. It makes them want to know. But where we're used to being like how I was, and maybe how you was, I'd always respond to them. Yeah, I'm just here, I'm walking, like even in the so-called good times of the relationship. Yeah, I'll be like, oh yeah, just finished work, just going to the bus stop, or I'm just catching the train back now. See you soon. You know what I mean? Even if you're still involved with them and you're chatting every day, right? Put them through a bit of silence. Put them through a bit of silence. I remember I used to be at work, right? Sorry, I'm going off topic here, but I hope you can garner some kind of information, like some kind of how can I say this? I hope you can gain something from it, should I say, right? I remember I used to be at work, and I work in construction, right? And I never used to text a narcissist all day when I was at work. And it used to drive the narcissist insane. You might feel like, Zion, that's a bit horrible, But it was just, I was busy, and it was like, when I went to work, I didn't realize I was actually escaping what I was dealing with at home. Like, so it felt like freedom, and they would text me, and I'd read it, and I wouldn't respond. And I'd done this for years, right? I'd done this for years, but I didn't know how much it was winding them up, right? And it's like, when I look back at it now, this was actually inflicting severe narcissistic injuries, but it was because I think I only had like a half-hour break. So during my break, I would eat, right? And I'm not one to be at work, like in construction, right? I had a friend that was always on his phone on WhatsApp or Instagram, and he used to have a reputation about being at work just on his phone. And I used to take my job seriously, and I didn't want to be one of those people that just stands on their phone at work, right? I'm not being a jobs worth or nothing like that, but it's kind of technical what I used to do. You have to think a lot, and it's not just like typing, sitting at an office chair. Like, it's a physical, demanding job. So, I didn't really have time to be messaging back and forth, and it was just some stupid text like "I love you" or something, and like, I didn't really have time for that. And I just seen them in the morning anyway, like, you know what I mean? And this used to wind the narcissist up, that I didn't used to message them back. I didn't used to message them during the day. And that's what I'm trying to make you extract from the story is even if the narcissist is involved in your life, try it out. If you're still with them and you're watching this content, you should be packing your bags and getting out the door. But I know how they can have a hold on you, and I can understand you not packing your bags and getting out the door, because I didn't know they were a narcissist. But you should be getting ready to go if you know they're a narcissist. But if you're still not going, try it out. Just try out the silence on them. You're going to face some repercussions from it. I tell you, I faced some repercussions from what I done to them. It may not happen straight away. You're going to face some repercussions from doing the silent treatment. But it destroys them. It makes them feel not validated. They need your supply. Look, we have to base this down to the essence of what we're dealing with here, right? And in essence, we're dealing with someone who is dependent upon your supply. In basic layman's terms, they're dependent upon your supply, right? So if we take the supply out of the equation, leave the narcissist in the equation alone with no supply, they start to go mental, right? Because they can gain supply from one of their exes, or they can gain supply from their friends or their family, but it's not that potent hit. It's not that potent hit that we deliver. You see? Like, the narcissist now, I guarantee you, they said they're not watching the videos anymore and they unsubscribed. But without doubt, I guarantee they're watching my content, trying to gain supply, and it's giving them supply from watching my content. You know? They're probably still subscribed on the channel and they get the notifications when I post a video. They're delusional. But what I'm trying to say to you is, and part of me, when it first happened, and when they first made the appearance that they was watching the channel, I didn't post for a day or two because it made me like really confused. I didn't want to feed the energy, but now I just think, you know what, screw it. Like, I don't care if they watch it. I'm making this content for you guys, and they're the little weirdo that's stalking my page or our page, stalking our page and watching stuff that they shouldn't really even be watching, because I don't know what they're watching it for, yeah? But what I want you to just try and do is, you know, there's a range of different techniques that you can use this silence in, right? You can use this silence even if you're still involved with them. Just try it. Go silent on them for a day. Just try it. You'll see them panic, right? You can do this. You can use this silence if they've gone silent on you first. If they're giving you the cold shoulder. If they're putting you through silent treatment, return fire. Hit them with silent treatment. You know? You can use this in a variety of ways. You can use this in a variety of ways. You see? It's very powerful. It's a very powerful technique, because you're isolating them from gaining any supply from you. You're isolating them from gaining any supply from you. Right? And you leave them having to grasp remnants of supply. So they'll be looking at your social media. They'll be doing other things. They'll be preoccupied. Now, this is a disclaimer and a warning. You are going to make them very sick, and you are going to make them very ill. This is, you know, and I don't know what the backlash from this is, and that's why I say the best thing you can do is go silent, pack your bags, go silent on them, and leave it like that, because you don't want to face the repercussions of it. If you start entertaining them again, they're going to want revenge. They're going to seek revenge for what you put them through. They're going to try and get revenge in one way or another form, and they might even just do it back at you 6 months down the line, a year down the line. They'll remember what you've done to them, and they'll try and get revenge. But what I say, the best thing to do, right, is that even if you're with them or you're not with them and they're doing silent treatment on you, start the silent treatment from today. Go silent on them from today. I don't even like to call it silent treatment because that's what they do. Put the silence in place today. Don't message them. Don't reach out anymore. Don't say no more. And just count the days. See how long it takes for them to actually scratch their heads and reach out. Because they will. You know, they will. They will reach out. And you've got to understand this is going to destroy them. You're going to be that one person in their life that they can't have. That's who you want to be in the narcissist world. You want to be the one person in the world that they can't have. And like I've mentioned before, you want to make it like more easier for them to DM 1,000 celebrities and get a response from a celebrity than it is to get a response from you. You want to become a celebrity in their world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying celebrities are superior. I'm just using that as an example. I hope you understand. I want you to understand that. Like, you want to become superior. Where no matter what they say to you, no matter what they say to you, it doesn't mean nothing. You know, you're going to go through, if you're going to be cunning and leave your messages open so you can read what they say, you know, you're going to go through, you're going to start receiving, hi, I haven't heard from you. Where are you? What are you up to? And it's going to transform into abuse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, are you? It's going to transform into that. Then it's probably going to transform into, I love you, just speak to me. And it's going to get desperate. And it's going to, you know what I mean? If you're going to sit there and read them for some entertainment, then sit there and read them for some entertainment. But you're going to be in store for a ride, man. They're going to, you know, I would say the best thing to do is, if they're still in your life, is, and you know you're dealing with a narcissist now, if you got kids, it's more technical, I know, but I've always said if you got kids, do parallel parenting, because that's the best form of blocking you can do, because you don't communicate by phones anymore, you communicate via an app, and you meet in neutral locations to drop the kids off, so they have no, they don't come to your home, and they can't creep up in your phone, they can't call your phone, and that's the best you can get. But if you are still involved with them, pack your bags, man. Pack your bags, block them. I would block them and get on with your life. You know, you might feel sad, you might feel a bit down some days, but you'll get over it, because you deserve a lot better. If you're going through it where they've already done a silent treatment on you, it's time for you to hit them back with a silence. Stop reaching out to them. Stop trying to speak to them. Stop trying to draw blood from a stone. They're enjoying it, that you're giving them supply without them even uttering any words. Stop it. Draw a line in the sand. Stop reaching out to them and leave them wondering what you're thinking. The one thing that confuses the narcissist is they don't know what we're thinking as empaths. As empaths, we're a bit hard to read, right? They don't know what we're thinking. The narcissist always used to say to me, I want to know what you're thinking. That's how weird they were. They used to say, I want to know what you're thinking, right? We're hard to read, right? So if you go silent on them and stop giving them anything to go by, it's going to be harder for them to work out what's going on in your head. And they're enjoying you reaching out to them when it's falling on deaf ears. They're reading your messages. Trust me, they are. Go silent on them. Give it 30 days. Give it a month. Give it 30 days. Give it 60 days. Give it 90 days. And look at it like that. Count the days, man. And be proud of the days that passed. Be proud of it. And look at it as a target. You know what? I've gone a week now and I haven't even sent a message. I've gone a month now and I haven't even sent a message. I've gone 3 months now and I haven't even sent a message. They're gonna pop up at some time. I don't know the exact time, but they're gonna pop up again, right? And when they pop up again, if you can really enforce the silence still, all props to you, man, if you can still enforce that silence. But this silence is going to destroy them to their core, and they're going to start to decompose, and they're only going to be held afloat from gaining supply from other supplies. But remember, it's not your supply, it's not that potent supply that you offer, and that's what they're going to be left wanting and needing. So anyway, thank you for watching today. Please press the like and subscribe button. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can find a link in the description box. And if you'd like a one-to-one session with myself, you can also find a link in the description box. Currently, I've got a spiritual channel. Currently, I've got a secondary channel, the spiritual channel. So anyway, I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.